Hey guys, and welcome along to video 3 in this series of 6 free videos. And this is about why most digital products never sell. And I'm not just going to tell you why they don't sell, I'm also going to talk about the system that actually fixes that. So I want to tell you about the mistake that kills most digital product businesses before they even start making money. And it's probably not what you think, okay? It's not the wrong niche, it's not the wrong platform, it's not the wrong product, it's the wrong order, okay? So here's what most people do. They get an idea, they get excited, they open Canva and start building, or they start recording their mentorship series, whatever it might be. 3 weeks later, they have a product. They put it on a website and they wait for sales, and nothing happens. And they assume, and probably fair that they assume this, that the product is wrong, or the niche is too competitive, or they're not good enough at actually marketing. Almost never, okay? Almost always they built something before they validated it. They tried to grow before they had a system. They started at step 4 instead of step 1. And order is everything in this business, okay? And the order I'm going to show you today is the results of working with over 300 students and seeing exactly where people get stuck and why. So I first of all want to talk to you about the expertise blueprint. It's what I call this, and it's 3 stages in this exact order. Clarity first, build second, grow third, okay? So let me explain what each one means and why getting the order wrong is what kills most digital product businesses, in my opinion. So clarity is where you figure out exactly what to build, who it's for, and whether people will actually pay for it before you build a single thing. Okay, most people skip this entirely. They build first and ask questions later. And here's what happens when you actually skip the clarity stage. You build a product based on what you think people want, not what they're actually searching for. You create something for a vague audience instead of a specific person. You build something that feels obvious to you but doesn't translate into something people can clearly see the value of, okay? And then you wonder why it doesn't sell. Okay, clarity answers 5 questions before anything even gets built. What is the specific problem this solves? Who specifically has this problem? What specific result will they actually get? What format makes sense for this content? Is anyone already paying for solutions to this problem? 5 yes answers, you've got something worth building. If you're missing one, you go back and refine before you build. This also applies, and it's a mistake that I see all the time, people saying, oh, so-and-so selling this so I can sell it. Just because somebody else is selling it doesn't mean you can. Remember, the whole basis of why this works is you are using your knowledge and experience, not copying somebody else's, okay? So this is where I had James. When he used the AI tool, it gave him an idea, but it was the clarity stage that actually helped him understand exactly who that idea was for, what result it would give them, and why they'd paid for it. Without clarity, he might have built a generic piano course. With clarity, he built a very specific product for adult beginners who want to play 2 real songs in 2 weeks. Completely different product, completely different market, completely different conversion rate. Okay, next up then we have build. Okay, once clarity is locked in, building is fast, and my god, it's fun, okay? Because you're not guessing anymore. You're not second guessing. You know exactly what you're making, who it's for, and what it promises. And people who say to me, Nick, I'm struggling to build, probably haven't done the clarity stage correctly at the start. So the build stage covers 5 things. Your brand positioning, making the right person feel like your product was made for them the moment they see it. Your product built in your chosen format, tested against 5 questions before you call it done. We've got your sales system, okay, a live store that accepts real payments, a clear product page, working checkout, first reviews. Your lead magnet, by far the most important thing you'll create, the free resource that captures people who aren't ready to buy yet and puts them into your email sequence. And your email sequence, 5 emails written once that converts those leads into buyers automatically. Okay, remember, sales don't happen from videos, they happen from emails. Most people spend months on this phase, okay? Students who follow the system do it in 3 to 4 weeks because they already have clarity locked in before they start. Third and finally then we have grow. Okay, growing is where most people start. They don't have a product yet, they don't have an email list, they don't have a clear offer, but they're posting on TikTok every day hoping something sticks, and it's backwards, okay? Growing only works when you have something to grow into. A product that's ready to sell, a lead magnet to capture emails, a sales system that converts. When those things are in place, growing is a matter of consistent content, a repeatable posting system, and most importantly, a bit of patience. And here's the thing that most people never understand about growing, guys, okay? It takes 60 to 90 days of consistent effort before it starts to compound. Not because the system doesn't work, because trust takes time to build. And selling digital products is fundamentally a trust business, especially compared to sort of traditional selling. The people who succeed at this aren't the ones who go viral. I mentioned that in the first video. They're the ones who show up consistently for long enough for the compound effect to kick in. Finally, then, I want to speak to you guys about the trust ladder. Okay, it's a framework I use in my entire program because it explains everything about how digital product sales actually work. Rung 1 is all about them discovering you. Okay, this is what your content does. Rung 2 is when they learn from you. Your content keeps doing this. Okay, and again, I teach you how to make different types of content that not only helps people discover you, but also helps them learn from you. Rung 3 is about where they start to trust you. Okay, and this is about consistency over time. Rung 4 is where they actually start seeing value. Okay, your lead magnet and your emails do this, but also your content and your sales page and things like that will actually do it. And then rung 5 is where they actually buy. Okay, most people try to sell at rung 1. Okay, they post a video trying to sell and wonder why nobody's buying. And the phrase that I always like is you can't propose on a first date to 99% of people. Okay, the expertise blueprint, okay, clarity, build, grow, is a system for building all 5 rungs in the right order. So by the time that somebody reaches rung 5, the decision is already made. Okay, it's just the next logical step for them to actually buy that product from you. In the next video, I'm going to show you my real numbers. Okay, so not some estimates, not industry averages, my actual funnel data from burnout to balance, how many views it takes to make one sale, and why those numbers completely change how you should be thinking about your businesses right now. Video 4, guys, really excited. I'll see you there.